What's your handicap? Honestly, your handicap is the handicap system. What? What are you talking about, man? Well, let me tell you something. I think that the handicap system is the one of the biggest things that keeps people from ever getting good at the game. And the reason I believe that is that so many people they play, I know guys that have been playing 20, 30 years in their 20s, right? 15s, 20s. They've been that way their entire life. They play a lot of golf, 2, 3 times a week. They would love to be better, right? But they've never, ever, ever gotten better. They've got their little group. They've got their little foursome. They play together all the time. They all have their handicap. They all know how bad each other plays. And then they go out, they bet some money, and then they just play. They play to their handicap, right? And their handicap is the handicap. That's what I believe, because it gives you an excuse. The handicap system it's like what do they call it? What is everybody? All the boomers, they cry about them all. Oh, the handicap is like a participation award, right? It's a crutch. Okay, it allows you to go and play and somehow feel like your game isn't as embarrassing as it really is, right? Because based on the handicap system, you can go out and play with your foursome on Saturday or Sunday with your buddies, and you can win, right? And you can take their money, and you can drive home feeling like a winner, like I won today, Tell your wife, she probably don't care, but it makes you can still feel good. It's a security blanket, okay? Years ago, this was probably, I don't know, 20 years ago. This guy I work with, he was like, "Hey, do you want to come play golf with me and my buddies?" And I was like, "Sure, that sounds like a lot of fun." And the one guy, he was like a 4, right? And his buddy, who had been retired for like 20 something years, who plays 4 or 5 days a week, right? He was like, "Oh, I'm a 30." A 30. Think about that. And then the other guy was like, "Oh, I'm like a 20." And then they were like, "Okay." And then they're like, "We play for money." And I was like, "All right, that's fine, whatever." It's small, few bucks, And they're like, "We're going to do to the handicap." And they were like, "What's your handicap?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm like probably like a 5." And we go out and they have these little matches. Like, okay, we're going to play skins with the handicap. And then we're going to do like tiebreakers are going to be like fewest putts on the hole. Right? And so we play this round, and I shot like, I don't know, probably 74 or 75. And I lost all the money to like I lost every hole. I didn't win, nothing, right? And the 30 handicap walked away with everyone's money, okay? And it was crazy. And this guy, boy, he really thought big of himself. Oh, yeah. That was the only time I ever played with them, right? I didn't. It wasn't a whole lot of money, so I didn't really care. I've spent money on worse, but I got took. Right, this guy, this 30 handicap, would make sure that he missed every green, right by the hole, but just off the green. And then he would be like 25, 30 yards off the green, not even 15 yards off the green sometimes. And he would do a chip, and it would definitely not get on the green. It would just get right over by the hole, but off the green, so he could putt from off the green and get it really close, right? And then so everything was a 1-putt. And so all he had to do was just tie you, because he was getting like, I'm giving him 3-4 shots on some holes. So, he would just get it really close, and then he would tap it over, and then he would 1-putt. And so even if we tied, he still won. And you know, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I wanted to throw them in the trunk of the car in a parking lot, but you know, it is what it is. I agree to it. Like they always say, matches are won and lost on, before the first tee shots hit. When you're playing guys for money and you're using a handicap system, right? There should be no handicap system. If you think like, oh man, my handicap, you know, it's only going to hurt you in the long run. By the way, if you're wondering like what this whole video about is, I'm just playing around on the TrackMan. I haven't played in like 4 months. This is like maybe one of the first rounds I played after getting back. I'm just kind of hitting it around. It's no big deal. You can hear the crispness. You can see the shots are, straight. Drivers maybe a little bit, hit or miss flying around. If you're really like focused in on what you're seeing on the screen. But I'm just hitting balls, nice and easy. This is, I believe I'm playing the Summit Club on the TrackMan, and I always play this one from the tips. And so this is like 7,400 yards. And, there's just little short game shots, long shots, everything. I'm, hitting everything in the bag. But anyway, let me get back to the handicap system, okay? I hate it. I think that, like, anyone that wants to know what my handicap is, like, I already know that they're just not probably, that's not fair. Like, if you're just sitting at the bar and somebody's like, oh, you play golf? Yeah, what's your handicap? That's fair. But, like, when you get out on a golf course and some, there's my ringtone again. Let me turn that off. If I'm playing, I get paired up with three guys I don't know, and they're like, hey, we play for money. You want to play for money with us? My answer is always no, unless they tell me that they're playing with no handicap. And then if they're playing with no handicap, I'm game. I'll go out and the course that I play on the most, when I was playing a lot, tons of amateur tournaments are played on this course. A lot of really good players play on this course. And so a lot of times in the afternoon, I will go out to play and I'll get paired up with, a couple randoms. And a lot of times like young kids, college kids, and they're playing and they're like, hey, we're going to play a match. You want to play? We're playing for money. Or they'll be talking amongst themselves that they're going to play for money. And I will ask them, like, if you're playing with no handicaps, I'd like to get in. And they kind of look at me like, this old man wants to, we're gonna smoke this guy. But I can hold my own. I definitely can hold my own. Like I can win some holes. I can win a round. Like I'm not worried about it. I'll play for money if it's just straight up. Not big money. I'm not super interested in that. But I will never ever play anybody if they're talking about they have a handicap, right? Because if you're out there walking around talking about I'm a 15, I bet you're not a 15. I bet you cheat. I bet you cheat a lot. Okay, way more than like people that cheat don't understand really how bad their cheating is, and how like if you're a 15 and you cheat, you're really probably more like a 22, honestly. It just is what it is. I'm not super interested in people that are out there cheating to say they're a 15. It's weird. When I first started playing golf, I stunk. I cheated. I moved my ball around. I did all that kind of stuff. It's embarrassing. You get out there, your buddies, they're cheating too. Like everybody's cheating out there. It is what it is. But as I got better and better and better at the game, first of all, like you don't need to. But secondly, like it's I don't know, it's a pride thing. But like don't kid yourself. When I was 18 years old and me and my boys were out there pounding beers on the golf course, like heck yeah, we were fluffing them up. You know what I mean? Heck yeah, you give a little foot wedge from behind the tree. That that happens. But that ain't happening now. I don't have those worries. My swing is solid. It's good. Your swing is going to be solid and good. You're not going to have to worry about your handicap. Actually, the only reason you'll worry about your handicap is because you'll be so proud of it. Because you'll be like, oh, I'm a 2, I'm a 3, something like that, +1. right? And the other thing too about the handicap system's like so flawed, right? Because the course that I was just talking about a minute ago, if I play it from like the forward tees, I find it to be harder, because like I can't really hit driver anywhere. So like I'm hitting not harder, but like the same. But I'm hitting irons to the same spots that I would hit my driver, because I'm closer. And so my second shots are all still the same, for the most part. But at the end of the day, when you put in your score, let's say I shoot like a 75, but I'm playing from the forward tees, and then the next day I play from the back tees and I shoot a 75. Well, my handicap goes way down because I play those farther tees. Right? I scored the same exact thing, but the handicap system, because you're playing from the longer tees, you start to lower your handicap. So this home course I play, it's pretty long, and so your handicap can get really inflated, if you play it all the time. I don't know if people understand what I'm talking about. Better players will understand this. If you're not a great player, you will be. I swear to God, you will be as soon as I get to 100,000 subs. But you see it on the screen. I'm just hitting balls. That was not a great ball. But like I said, just tell your friends, like and subscribe. I'll drop the video. You'll start hitting them pure. This one's probably going to be nice. Yeah, look, just a little short game. Just a little snap, pop, like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Here we go. In the hole. See, this is what I'm talking about, right? You're going to make stuff. You're going to, oh, boom, fireworks, dope. I know it's a track, man, but whatever. I hole out on the golf course. It happens. I got a super sweet shot where I hold out from like 175 yards to make an eagle. I'll actually, here, I'm going to drop it in here right now.
Oh, go in. Go in. Go in. Oh, I think it went in. I think it did go in. Oh, shit. You gotta be kidding me. Put it right here on the hill and just roll right over. Look at this. That's what's up. There's a 2.
I'll never get tired of looking at that. And we're back. Here we go. So there it is, just another boom, drive right down the middle. Perfect. Anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about with the handicap system. Okay. The handicap system is holding you back. Okay. I'm going to do another video where I'm going to talk about I believe there's like 4 different levels of golf. I don't think the handicap system matters at all. I will drop a link in the description, and you guys can check that out for yourselves. I'm going to go ahead and just end this one right here. But if you're new to this channel and you just somehow just like listen to all of this and you're wondering what in the hell is going on, I believe that I can get anyone to play 70s golf immediately. Seriously, like immediately. Like one lesson. And, 3 lessons. But one swing lesson. And I have it made. It's ready. It's ready to drop. But it's not getting dropped until I get to my 100,000. Because I need some money. And I don't need your money. I need YouTube's money. And so I just got to get that subscriber count up, and then maybe I can make a few bucks and get one of those little YouTube awards. Anyway, thanks for watching again. I really appreciate everyone. The haters, I see you in the comments, and I don't care. I don't care. Say whatever you want. I do not care. I will never listen to you. I will not engage with you. you can cry all you want, and you can say anything you want. Right there on the screen is my game, my swing. And if you got a problem with it, if you think there's something weird about it, that's cool, man. That's all you. Enjoy yourselves. There'll be more videos coming out until I get that 100,000. See you, everybody.